If you would like an opportunity to be on Crazy Love Chronicles and tell your story of betrayal, infidelity, ghosting, being ghosted, catfish, and many more things, crazy relationships, contact us at crazylovechronicles@gmail.com or send us a message on any of our social media platforms and we will contact you. Please stay tuned for our next session, Our Story, Your Story, Real and Uncut.
What is Crazy Love Chronicles? Ace and I take two different approaches to explain what Crazy Love Chronicles is. Here we go.
Hey world, here we are, Ace Black and
Shanel Black,
and this is Crazy Love Chronicles,
our new podcast. Have you ever been ghosted or catfished? Have you ever found yourself knowingly or unknowingly being the side dude or the side chick? Have you ever been cheated on, or have you ever cheated on your partner? Well, these are the stories that we're sharing along with our own stories. I created Crazy Love Chronicles because I've been through my own situation and felt like I needed someone to talk to. I needed people to relate to. I needed to hear from people who had been through the same thing.
From two real people who are just trying to help and heal.
Crazy Love Chronicles, our story, your story.
Real and uncut.
Well, you heard our first approach, and here we go again. Check it out. Welcome, everybody, to Crazy Love Chronicles. I am your host, Shanel Black, and your host, Ace. Say hi, Ace.
Hey, what's going on?
So, tonight, we were supposed to take time to record our intro, and we didn't sound too coordinated. We sounded a little flat and uptight. So Ace thought it was a good idea for us to take a sex break. So he felt like if we would have sex, then afterwards we would sound more relaxed and sound more like a cohesive, coordinated team. But Ace has already fallen asleep and we haven't recorded our intro. How do you feel, Ace?
Wow.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
Wasn't this your idea?
Wow.
Didn't you say that after sex we would be able to do our intro?
Yeah, I think we can.
Okay, well, what happened?
I'm not asleep.
Ace was knocked out a second ago. So anyway, Crazy Love Chronicles. What is that? What is it, Ace?
I don't know at the moment.
Oh, of course not. Why doesn't he know? Because I told him that after we had sex, we weren't going to feel like doing anything. So we tried it his way.
I'm fine.
Oh, you laughing now. We tried it his way.
I'm fine.
Did your way work?
We didn't try my way.
We did try it your way.
No, we didn't. You're just recording this just to make me look stupid.
You don't look stupid. So, Crazy Love Chronicles basically is a podcast that gives everyone a voice, including us. It's our story, your story, real and uncut. Our story is that we are very much in love and married. We met on Facebook and we have had a plethora of challenges and so many different obstacles that we've had to overcome. In fact, the truth is right now we are in the midst of reconciling because of some drama that we encountered the latter part of 2019. So we are still working it out. And I found that in the midst of the most difficult times for me, I was just scrambling, looking for people to relate to, looking for people to talk to, looking for stories, and I couldn't find them. I could not find them. And so that is what Crazy Love Chronicles is for me. It is a platform and a resource for people that are hurting, that feel alone and want to know how other people have overcome infidelity and cheating. They want to know the mind of a side chick and a side dude. They want to know how to respond to catfishing and being ghosted. And I've had those experiences outside of my marriage. And so that is why we created Crazy Love Chronicles. Also for us to tell our own story and for us to share the steps that we take to try to reconcile, to try to understand each other, to try to build better communication and everything else that we are working on daily. And we both have two completely different perspectives. I love that we aren't exactly alike. Ace has a whole different point of view from myself. And in that way, we collaborate, all bringing it together for one goal, one purpose, one vision. Ace, is there anything else you would like to add? Since you said you'd be feeling so much better and so much more relaxed. Now that you're so relaxed, is there something you want to say? You want to add to our intro?
Well, I guess the question is always where to start, right? You know, when you decide to get yourself in a relationship, you know, what are you really looking for? What do you think the outcome is going to be? Is this something that's going to last a lifetime? Are you going to find happiness? Is there going to be peace? Is there going to be a wild and crazy adventure? You know, there's so many different outcomes, so many different things that could happen in a relationship. And, you know, when it just boils all down, I believe Crazy Love Chronicles is just to be a way for people to find somewhere where they can relate, where they have a voice and they could talk about the hurt, the pain, how to heal from it, you know, the good and the bad and the outright dirty, you know, and everything in between. You know, the one thing I've always believed to be true in relationships is it's hard, but you're constantly figuring it out. You know, you're constantly learning each other. That should be the idea. That should be the objective. You know, and even when I sit back and think what pushed me to do good, what pushed me to do bad, so many different things that come to mind. But, you know, this is definitely one of those shows, one of those podcasts where you could come on, you could have a ball, you could hear real stories from real people. You can cry if you must. You can laugh, you can joke, say whatever you feel free to say. But just be true to yourself, you know. Just be true to yourself and tell your story. You know, your story is a story that may not help someone immediately, but down the line it can. And we both believe it will.
Or it could help someone immediately. Someone could tune in that needs to hear the story, needs to hear that point of view, needs to hear the reflection. Because all of our guests take time to reflect on their experiences and share what they learn and give advice on how they think someone else could get through it if they're experiencing the same thing. But I must say, Ace, you sound pretty good. Crazy Love Chronicles, our story, your story.
Real and uncut. Thank you for tuning in to Crazy Love Chronicles. You can check us out on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. You can stay tuned to us on Spreaker, Spotify. You can watch us on YouTube, but please be sure to subscribe. Click the bell to be notified for future videos by Crazy Love Chronicles. Our story, your story, real and uncut.